Welcome back. This short video will show you what you can do with a foam roller. This is a 3-footer. I often will use a 1-footer too. I keep a 1-footer up in my living room so that I have them in a couple different places in the house. And then there's fewer excuses to getting the rolling done. Why do I roll? Rolling helps me recover, and it helps break up some of the tight muscles that I have, and it brings relief to my body. So in addition to yoga and stretching, I will also use a foam roller to recover, and I find that even after the hardest workouts, if I use this, I recover much more quickly, in addition to proper fueling and adequate hydration also. So one of the things that I'll start with is just go through and show a number of different ways to use the roller. And I tend to have pretty tight quads, and so rolling my quads is something that feels really good. Rollers also come in different densities, and the white roller is less dense than this black one. And I'm going to roll this essentially from my hip crease all the way just to above my knees. And what I'm looking for when I'm rolling is finding spots that feel tender or a little bit stuck. And when I find one of those, I'm going to hover there and breathe and try to release some of the tension in the muscle. So it takes a little bit of exploring to get comfortable using the roller. Many people find them awkward, and sometimes people are just unsure of what to do with them. They know they can make them feel better, but they don't know how. And that is why I'm creating this short video to show some of my favorite ways to use the roller. So I'll get into the quads. Again, I'm not going to go right over my knee. I'm going to go just above my knee and find the spots where I'm the most tender, where I'm holding tension. So I'm going to go right into the IT band stretch. And this is a spot where I get really tight. So I'm going to start the roller, feel a little bit of a glute roll here, and we'll get to that as well. But with my right hip on it, I'm going to plant my left foot in front and use my hands to guide my body along the mat as I roll essentially from the outer hip all the way to the outside of my knee on that right side. Again, just like with the quads, when I find a spot where I'm tender or tight, I'll hover there, breathe. Think about loose, flexible muscles that are also powerful. Exactly what I want. And then I'll continue to find another spot that feels a little bit stuck. So self-myofascial release. That is what we're doing when we get on these rollers. This is a good transition to get into the glutes. So I'm going to lift that left foot and come over to really leaning on the right glute and trying to find the spots, found one that's really tender. And again, this is some of the awkward positions you get into. You need to have a little bit of upper body strength and mobility to use the roller. I recognize that. But I'll lean both knees over to the right when I'm trying to get the right side. Long, deep breaths will help you with rolling, stretching, with all the hard things we encounter throughout our days. So before I go to the left side, I'll meet my legs in the middle for the hamstring roll. So I'm going to go from the glutes all the way down the back for both legs, behind the knees, and then reach back to the glutes again. So one reason I like the 3-footer, the 1-footer works for this as well, but I have just a little more space so I can spread out and get both legs at the same time with So I'm gonna go all the way to the glutes again here. And then to get the other side, I'm gonna lean both legs over to the left. And right there, I can feel something, feel a little tenderness, the left side of the glutes. Good. Just take your time, explore. There's not really a wrong way to do this. I think that's what stops some people from trying it. You don't want to roll over your joints. When I show you the upper back rolling, you don't roll along your spine, but you can use your body to move it on the roller and still benefit. So I'm going to spin around just so I can face the camera to show that left IT band. I'm going to land that right foot in front. Not the only way, just a way that feels comfortable for me. And I'm going to get right in there. Feel the left side of the glute a little bit here too. And then I'll roll all the way just to above my knee. Finding those spots, hovering, knowing that this is an investment in running healthy and running happy for me and for many, many other runners. So I'm going to come to my back here. I'm going to sit down on the mat, and I hold a lot of tension in my upper back and my thoracic spine. So what I'll do here is a little bit of thoracic rolling, just to demonstrate that. So I'm going to rest my forearms on the roller, and I'm going to lean back and start out right around broad line, so below my shoulder blades. I'm going to relax my head and neck and support it with both hands, and then lean back as far as I can, and then draw the chin to the chest as I look up. It's not a crunch, although it kind of looks like one. I'm trying to use the roller to lean back along it, and then bring it up. I'm going to lean back, take my time, and then slowly curl it up. And now to move the roller, instead of rolling my vertebrae on it, I'm going to use my forearms, press into my forearms, lift up, roll down a little bit further, down my back, closer to my waistline, and then lean back and slowly bring it up. There's no magic number of these. You're just going to practice, see what feels good, and see where it feels good. And then notice how it complements your performance. Your running, biking, swimming, any sports you participate in, any lifts that you love to do. I'm going to move it one more time, this time a little higher than where I started. So I press my forearms into it, and I roll the roller back, and then lower myself down onto it, so I have less of my spine to roll back, and then slowly bring it up. Lean back, and then slowly bring it up. Do as many of those that feel good in as many different spots as you like. I'm going to press myself up, and we're done.